Google hacking takes advantage of Google's attempt to index everything online and provide an amazing search engine. Sometimes people accidentally expose information to the public internet and Google indexes it. And then hackers like myself and other people, whether they're bad or good, can find it using some very, very simple Google hacking techniques. So what is Google hacking? Google hacking is using advanced, what are called operators, to refine your searches. Let's say you were going to look up cars and trucks. And is an operator. It's a modifier. It gives Google the instructions that say, look up both cars and the word trucks in the search results and have both of them in there. This is basic syntax for all Google hacking searches. Operator, colon, search term. There are no spaces between the operator, colon, and search term. For example, if you start your query with all in URL, colon, Google will restrict the results to those with URLs containing all the query items that you specify. For example, all in URL, colon, admin orders will return only documents that contain the words admin and orders in the URL. For example, you could look up all in URL, colon, PWD, or password, or any number of things. Social security numbers, secret password list, Anna Kournikov's phone number. There's about 1 million different things. Some of them maybe a little bit more unrealistic than others. You can use multiple advanced operators in the same query. So we could also add file type colon PDF, which restricts the results to pages whose names end in the suffix PDF. So they would be PDF documents. My personal favorite was looking up SSN colon, which is short for social security number, and seeing how many pages deep in Google I would have to look before finding a social security number. So I started with like quotation mark, SSN colon, quotation mark, and then searched. And then you can try it with file type colon PDF, space, quotation mark, SSN colon, quotation mark. That way, you're getting PDFs that also contain the term SSN colon, which usually is abbreviated on like government documents. And I have a feeling if you look maybe to page 5 or 6, you'll find someone's social security number on court documents, unredacted, for the whole world to see, and it should have been blacked out and redacted, but it wasn't. People make mistakes, and then those get indexed by Google, and now your social's everywhere. I won't list out every operator, but I'll put down a few, and there'll be more in the supplement with some links to Google's direct pages and some other really useful sites that I've found that have, just a ton of information. You can get lost in here for days. You iterate with these operators to continually focus your search results until you find something relevant to your hacking objective. All right, now's the time where you guys get to try this out yourself. Look up a list of advanced operators and start experimenting. One of the links that I included was for Google's hacking database, which is a publicly maintained database with tons and tons of search terms, operators that are organized into fun categories like files containing passwords, vulnerable servers, pages containing login portals. It's not going to make you sleep better at night, but you will understand this stuff better. Hey everyone, I think you're going to like these demonstrations that I've got for you. This is one of the skills that has transcended just the ethical hacking courseware and methodology and has really applied a lot to a lot of other areas of my life, finding ways to do things faster, search for things faster, and you start to get more creative and start thinking like a guy who can solve the problem rather than, there's no problem or there's no solution for this problem. There's always something faster, there's always something better, there's always a way to do it better. You might just not be thinking about it in the correct way. So this is how we're going to start. Number one, I tend to like to make this guy just go away. Yeah, I don't like having the blue E staring at me. Oh, another thing is get in the habit of when you're playing with these virtual machines, especially in these lab environments, is take snapshots. So I'm going to take a snapshot pre-Google hacking. Take snapshot. Because you never really know where you're going to go on the web. You never really have any idea of like, ooh, I'm going to click on this and see what this is. Oh, and now I've got computer aids and everything's just totally borked and I just lost hours and hours of work. No. Take a snapshot, make it a discipline sort of thing. That way you've got good snapshots and good backups of your stuff. You're not going to lose tons and tons of work. It's kind of like insurance. So I'm going to open up Google Chrome. All right, we're going to start at google.com. Let's start with something simple. File type, PDF, quotation, not for public release. armedservices.senate.gov. This is what really just makes my day. But here's something fun we can do. We can actually remove the word. See, the star can actually represent a word, so we can do something .gov, and that minus sign means we're removing results with site that has words .gov. Simple. Not for public release. Digital collections. DoD Technical Information Center. Maybe you should go do that on your own from like a library computer. I mean, technically it is on Google. You're not gaining unauthorized access. You're running a Google search. And if they are an idiot and put this stuff on the web, like one company in one situation, then tried to blame me for it, I'll put some links in the notes. They tried to spin a situation like this that, oh, well, he hacked into our servers and got access to billions of dollars. No. You guys are idiots. You guys put stuff on the internet when you shouldn't have, and you didn't understand the software. So it was public. Ergo, hundreds of millions of dollars in bank accounts available for the taking. I could have started my own space program and gotten to a non-extradition treaty planet, bought it, started another space program, and moved to Mars, all without them even finding out. There was that much money. And yet I didn't take a dime of it, and they still tried to come after me like I wasn't going to keep records of the fact that I called them 100,000 times. Nah, the Washington Post tore them up. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, it was these guys, and they really need to get new stock image. I mean, really. Brian Seeley, along with cybersecurity researchers my buddy Ben at Rhino Security Labs. We worked with our actually good friend now, Brian Krebs, who runs the website Krebs on Security. And if you haven't heard of them, you need to go there and read what he writes. He was just the target of the top DDoS of all time, of over a terabit a second. So we found sensitive client data, including account numbers, balances, and even a page listing administrative credentials, was laid bare and made accessible by search engines. The documents included forms and detailed instructions on how to add new bank accounts for deposits, and in some cases. Yeah, it could have compromised $23 billion is how much they had in assets in there. When Seeley attempted to contact MBIA, the company wouldn't return his calls, he said. Screenshots Seeley shared with the Washington Post appear to show him reaching out to a member of MBIA's leadership 2 weeks ago on LinkedIn, and he didn't get a response. Brown, I guess is the guy from MBIA, confirmed that Seeley repeatedly contacted MBIA, but he said his company believed Seeley was attempting to sell them a service, despite explicit statements to the contrary in Seeley's messages. Oh, idiot. So even if you're in the right, you'll still get treated sometimes like a bad dude, and you just have to know that you're doing the right thing and still go for it. And then also they might get burned in the press. That's always fun. Let's do another one. Business plans. Have you ever needed to write a confidential business plan? Why don't you put it on the web for everyone to find? That sounds like a great idea. Private and confidential information. Way to go, Justin Soltani, product officer of Micromedics. Let's make a confidential business plan so no one can see it, and then put it on the internet where no one will find it. I don't think people really understand how this works. Do not disseminate. PowerPoint about AIDS. Do not disseminate. Is that a bad joke? Wow, you get the idea here. So the file type you can change here. You leave no spaces in between. Oh, actually, I've got an idea. You guys should see the Google hacking database. This is the Google hacking database. Any category. Let's say these are different queries and things that people have found using Google hacking search operators. Files containing usernames. Oh, that should be fun. Search. What happens next? Ooh. So this is what they search for in text : quotation mark root : x : 0 : 0 : root : yeah, blah 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 blah. And that turns into Etsy : password. That's a Linux structure or Unix. Site extremetracking.com in URL : login. The search reveals usernames right in the URL in green. Let's go see. Oh, wait, up here at the top. Login is rarlab2. Wow, that's just dumb. ADSL modems. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh, well, they think I'm running an automated query now. They think I'm a bot, so I'm gonna have to solve this CAPTCHA. And a CAPTCHA is a way to, it's almost like a Turing test. It's a way to try and tell bots against humans. And a human can figure out what those letters are. A bot, not so good. Oh, a 10 to ADSL 2x2 modem with wireless router. Well, that's their IP. And where is this IP? Remember, even if the username and password for these devices are default, you still cannot log into them. It is unauthorized access, and if you do so and they get you, you have no leg to stand on because both legs will be in prison. Oh wow, it's Kazakhstan. Kind of makes me want to do a Borat impression. And I think that's enough for Google hacking. You get the idea. You can use Google to find things that you're looking for. Are you late on a PowerPoint project? You could probably find one here. Someone's probably made one. Do you need let's do, and we're going to do file type. PDF. Nope. PPTX. Mark Twain. Because you could be late on your book report on Samuel Clemens, aka Mark Twain. Oh wow, you get a whole PowerPoint presentation from carlisle.k12.ky.us. Wow, like my goodness, you get notes, and man, who would ever do homework again? Especially when somebody's already done it, posted it to the internet, and not taking credit. Huh. Weird.